A new season is upon us. It's the 2018-2019 season for your Boston Bruins, and they draw the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Washington Capitals, in Washington to start the year. Washington a little different, a little change, a new head coach. No Tommy Wilson, he's a shithead and gets suspended for 20 games, but that's neither here nor there. And, Boston really needs to hope that Alexander Ovechkin, still drunk after his celebrations with the Stanley Cup, and that the Stanley Cup hangover is real. The problem, though, Boston, the last time they beat the Washington Capitals, March of 2014. Yikes. So, let's kick things off right. The first game of the 2018-2019 season on the Bruins Recap Show. So we start things off. 2 U's, 2 K's, Tuukka Rask against Braden Holtby are your starting goaltenders for tonight. We start things off early in the first period. 2 goals in 1 minute and 47 seconds for the Washington Capitals, as not the 40-minute ballyhoo of celebrating the championship win only motivated the Washington Capitals to a very quick start. And for Boston, they looked like they were shell-shocked from the beginning. And, So, TJ Oshie with the early pressure. Cross-ring pass from Backstrom. He finds Oshie. He puts it through a hole. I don't know where the hole was, but he found it. So, puts it in, makes it 1-0. The second one, even weirder, on the power play, and Washington has a deadly power play. It's an original shot off the face-off. Evgeny Kuznetsov, he finds the rebound. Tuukka Rask sprawling all over the place. And wide open net for Kuznetsov. Makes it 2-0. Again, 2 goals in 1 minute 47 seconds of this game. But we're calm. We're good. Boston showed a little bit of life towards the middle and end of the first period after getting shell-shocked in the beginning. And then we go to the second period. And again, the Washington power play is very, very good. Especially when Sean Kuraly decides to join and double cover on TJ Oshie, leaving Alexander Ovechkin, the guy with the best one-timer in the game, wide open on the power play. And Nicholas Backstrom, that's what he does best, is finds Alexander Ovechkin, boom, bang, one-timer past Tuukka Rask, make it 3-0. His trademark goal from Ovi. And then a little bit later on in the second period, it's Nick Dowd. Shot bounces off Matty Grzelcyk right to Dowd, whose spinorama puts it past Tuukka Rask. 4-0 Washington. And my God, panic. Fucking panic. If you're not panicking yet, we take it continuing in the second period. Washington, again, on the power play. As it's an entry to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov looking well covered. I mean, he gets on the board side and doesn't really get to the center. But he just puts it past Tuukka Rask from behind the dot. Behind the face-off dot, almost by the goal line, far away. If you're Tuukka Rask, this is one you have to make a save on. And this is Tuukka Rask being Tuukka Rask. Softy goes in, make it 5-0. That's the night for Tuukka Rask. See you later. 5 goals pulled in the first game of the season. Jaro Halak, he's in. Oh, it gets worse. As Washington's on a 5-on-3. And again, if you give this Washington power play time and space, and with 5 players against 3 players, there's a lot of time and space. Washington is going to find the players to make the shot, as it's a great pass from Alexander Ovechkin to John Carlson. John Carlson makes no mistake. Make it 6-0.
Stop! He's already dead.
And we go to the third period, where it's a pass from Stevenson that splits the defense, goes right to Lars Eller, and Eller forehand backhand beats Yarrow Halak. Whew. This one was ugly, folks. Ugly, 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 ugly for the Boston Bruins, as they don't even show up to work for this one. 13 in a row. 13 straight losses against the Washington Capitals for the Boston Bruins. Again, going back to 2014, this team has been just murderer's row for Boston. And it gets worse. Arguably, and I believe historically, the worst season opener in Boston history, losing 7-0. And they didn't make it look hard for Braden Holtby. Holtby looked bored. He didn't get. I don't know what the shot total was off the top of my head, but Washington flat out dominated this game from start to finish. It's going to be a long and painful road trip from Washington to Buffalo, where the Bruins take on the Sabres tomorrow night, and they're looking for a better result. And all I'm looking for is hopefully somebody scores, and goddamn somebody show up to play, please. The season has started. If you haven't got that through your heads yet, wake up. You just got embarrassed by the defending Stanley Cup champions. It's time to show up and play hockey. I don't know what else to see. We'll see tomorrow night. Boston taking on Buffalo in Buffalo. Hopefully something better on the next Bruins Recap Show.